Some of us felt very strongly and said, I think we ought to break the law. I think we ought to counsel women and help women get abortions, even if it's against the law.
With a group of 21 clergy, Reverend Moody organized a free referral network to provide counsel for any woman with an unintended pregnancy who needed help.
I felt that I could make a case to be there for her, whatever her decision was, not just if it were for abortion, but if it were having the child and giving it up, or if it were for having the child and not giving it up and keeping it. Whatever it was, we would try to help her find a way to do that. And that as religious people, as people who cared about people's spirits, there was no way that you could do that without caring about their bodies.
Religious leaders across the country began to speak out about women's rights.
One of the mistaken notions about the 60s is that we were primarily a civil rights movement. The better term would have been human rights, because we talked all the time about dignity and freedom and justice. For a woman not be counted as being able to make adequate decisions, medical, spiritual, moral, about herself, about her own well-being, about her family, of course, is a denial of a woman's basic humanity, basic ability, basic God-given rights.
This woman was the chief administrator at a women's health center, which provided a full range of services, including adoption and abortion. Because of her work, she was threatened with excommunication from the Catholic Church.
All involved in the deliberate and successful effort to eject a non-viable fetus from the mother's womb incur excommunication.
The most frightening thing was, had it been another time, I would have been burned at the stake. I wouldn't have had a piece of paper to tell me you're no longer a Catholic, or you can no longer receive communion. But it's not going to silence me. And I'm going to continue to speak. And I want to be that force. I want to be that person that says, but we are affected by this. Women come to clinics like reproductive services and clinics, other abortion providers across this country, with the most incredible circumstances. And we treat them with respect, and we give them the quality medical care that they deserve.